A recent remark from a gentleman named Brandon Fugal suggests a tie over to Area 32, and I decided to take it one step further, and I did some background research, and I found something that I think might actually be tied directly to the wind turbines and what's going on right now, and it happens to do with what John had said. So before I do get further into that, I want to say a special shout out thank you to our Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to Rem AG, Xavier Zamora, and Victor for being higher level patrons, and welcome Boardroom Meeting and Pa Bus, our two newest patrons. I do this full time. I appreciate your guys' support. If you want to be on that board, you want to take a look at the other tier rewards, it starts at $1. There's a link in the description. So thank you everybody for all the support you guys have been doing. I really do appreciate it. Also, FYI, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion, my own research. I highly encourage you to go do your own research. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. SafeMoon Warrior had taken the comparisons and pointed this out. I did notice this a little bit earlier. A lot of other people are noticing this as well. And it says Area 32 connection between Brandon Fugal and SafeMoon. So Brandon Fugal had said, great to catch up with Captain Hoddle at Scotty Coin to discuss SafeMoon, SafeMoon Army, and Web. Did you know that Skinwalker Ranch is located within a 32-minute flight from SafeMoon headquarters? And if you take a close look, you're going to see that he mentions within a 32-minute flight. It's very unusual that you would say something so specific, especially when you're looking at a flight. Like, flight times could technically vary for certain reasons or another. So he's making it like an intentional point to reference the 32 that's being mentioned here. Now over in Discord, John had said back on the 13th, so this was 9 days ago, when they said, when massive leap in technological advancement, he said, already there. The hydrophilic nanoparticles are being applied to the turbines at Area 32 by the Dark Moon team. They are getting me hyperspectral imaging and other scans and data. So, one thing I want to point out, Brandon Fugal, his Twitter says, all things commercial real estate, market domination, chairman, Colliers, Utah. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Probably not. Speaker, entrepreneur, and it has his email address. John Caroni had also elaborated on his own tweet with the same photo image that Brandon Fugal had posted, where John had said, great chatting with Brandon Fugal and Scotty Coin about SafeMoon and SafeMoon Army, about everything possible with Web. But I want to elaborate a little bit more. Some of you guys might be wanting to scream through your computer screen because you're noticing this right now and you're like, well, Atlas isn't saying it. It's not just Web, it's Web 3. There's 3 lines that are there, and Brandon had said the same thing. He did Web with 3 lines. John had followed suit. They could have just written Web 3, and it would have been much more obvious. But they're intentionally doing things to make it a little bit cryptic, and John is playing off of that as well. As far as for Scotty's involvement in this, Scotty Coin, we know, we've talked about this before on the channel, that he has referenced looking for people getting involved in developing for Web 3. So the whole Web 3 mechanic is very important moving forward. What is Web 3? In short, Web 3 is the decentralized web, which we know that is a big proponent part of what SafeMoon is trying to push forward with. And I guessed this many months ago before it was actually fully announced in that last AMA. It's marked by decentralized apps or DApps, decentralized finance, DeFi like cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. It's much stronger on personal privacy. Privacy is a very fundamental element that's trying to move forward here. The practical application of accessibility. So there's a lot of elements that are coming into play that just makes very much sense. Okay, so now let's get real nitty gritty. If you go take a look at Brandon Fugal's LinkedIn page, not only does he do stuff with real estate, but he also works in partnership and he's still present with several other companies, one of which is Accend. He's the co-founder and board member for this. Accend is a provider of innovative, compact, nano-flow liquid chromatography LC systems, offering dramatic improvements in portability, ease of operation, rapid and convenient deployment, and coupling to other analytical systems such as mass spectrometry. So why did I highlight these words? Nanoflow should be pretty obvious. Nanotechnology, that's something that the SafeMoon team has said that they're working with, and especially in trying to do the applications to the wind turbines. Well, there you go. You got a company that works in the state of Utah that's right there next to John and what it is that he's doing. And if you're looking to try and incorporate this stuff in, the accessibility of working with partners on this stuff, if someone has that technology there readily available, you're probably going to be working with them instead of going all the way through another state and all this other stuff. Yes, that is possible, but this is one clue that largely suggests that they are the partners working with this. Another element is such as mass spectrometry. So we go back over to the Discord here. He had said they're getting me hyperspectral imaging and other scans and data. So that set of data that's being provided, I personally think, this is my opinion, that it's the company Accend that is handling that. And they do have a website right here. It shows a little bit more information about their stuff. It says make HPLC anywhere, reality with the Accend Focus LC, shoebox size, hand portable, capillary HPLC that breaks the mold for traditional high performance liquid chromatography systems. And so liquid chromatography, the high performance liquid chromatography, it's a lot of fancy words going on here. It's a separation technique in which the mobile phase is a liquid where sample ions or molecules are dissolved. The sample with the mobile liquid will pass through the column or the plane, which is packed with a stationary phase composed of irregularly or spherically shaped particles. And so looking at this a little bit more, to me, this is suggesting that this is the tool that they're going to be using in their test with the wind turbine. That's my suspicion, at least. Let me know what you guys think about that as well. As far as for the spectrometry is the measurement of the interactions between light and matter and the reactions and measurements of radiation intensity and wavelength. In other words, spectrometry is a method of studying and measuring a specific spectrum, and it's widely used for the spectroscopic analysis of sample materials. In this case, the sample material, I believe, is the wind turbine, and using that practical application in the nanotechnology to see its hydrophobic and hydrophilic properties. So the other element is that when you take a look at the Skinwalker Ranch, where does it say it here? Was it for the TV show? Did I just pass it? Executive producer, The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. If you go and you do Google searches of Skinwalker Ranch, you actually see Brandon Fugal. He was over with that rapper. Let me just look it up. I just do this real quick. Post Malone. I was drawing a blank there for a second. So here you go. You got Post Malone right there with Brandon Fugal. Skinwalker Ranch is tied into a lot of the ideas of aliens. You know, you think Area 51, Area 32. It's got the whole kind of alien theme type of thing going on. So I think that's just code for the fact that we have Brandon Fugal brought on board with a lot of his connections, because again, he's got a wide variety of different businesses that he's associated with. It's not about who you know, it's about who you know, who they know, right? The network right here that Brandon Fugal is bringing to the table, being right next to John Caroni and the SafeMoon team. I mean, he's in the office, and we've seen on Brandon Fugal's page that he's been very close to the same area for a while now. And what's interesting is that there was a remark back on November 7th, which Brandon Fugal had responded, and it just kind of went over my head at the time, but I was tagged as well as SafeMoon Warrior. We were the only two people tagged, and it said that Captain Hoddle John is now following Brandon Fugal. Who is that man? So John has been following Brandon since at least November 7th. Think about that. They're talking about a lot of the same similarities. We haven't heard the name Area 32 until only very recently. We've heard 32 thrown around, right? It's part of a meme type thing, but the actual terminology, Area 32, is only something that's very prevalent right now. So I think that this is a very good connection between these two. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I do have referral links in the description for Coinbase, Gemini, BlockFi, Webull. They got nice little sign-up bonuses. You can find out all the detailed information about those. So yeah, feel free to check them out. Again, this is not financial advice. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. It does help us out with the YouTube search algorithm. Click the bell icon so you know whenever we go live. Stay awesome. God bless, and I will see you in the next episode.